Hey, this is what it's about right there. Hey, what you feel it, keep it. Keep it. It's gonna make it sharp. Oh, yeah. Feel it, Chris. Feel it. That's living right there, baby.
Chris Gutierrez has earned everything that has materialized in his UFC career. And by the way, Mark Montoya, good to see him here in the corner. He has had a health scare this week. It was a staph infection. They later learned that he had cancer in his kidney. But Mark, of course, wanted to be here for Chris.
That was the biggest fight of my life. And on top of that, getting, you know, one of the worst news that you can get as well is that someone dear to you can be taken from you.
Oh,
that's it.
Huge knee for El Guapo!
You know, my coach, we just found out that he's got cancer in his kidney, so, man, it's just been a roller coaster. So he just got out of the hospital Thursday night, and he got on a plane to be here with me, so I took that as motivation that if he's got cancer and he came out here, so he's fighting for us, how could I not fight, you know, and give everything that I have for him?
I remember when he won, I used the cane to springboard myself on top of the cage to embrace him after his victory. And everything that was going on prior to that was gone for a few moments because it just wasn't present. The only thing that was present is our feet where we were, and that was such a phenomenal memory. But what I didn't know is the fight that I had coming up. So a year ago, I got stung by a bee, and getting stung by a bee is no big deal, but what happened is the bee sting was just an entry point for what became a staph infection. And the nurses and doctors decided they want to do a ultrasound on my kidneys, and it so happened that I was in the beginning stages of kidney failure. They decided that I was gonna need to have surgery though for the staph infection. It was that bad. But preceding the surgery, and this lady I'd never met before, she was a doctor, she came in and she said, "We found on your right kidney that you have what looks like to be a cancerous mass." And they basically say, listen, the cancer, if it's cancer, we won't know until we remove it, but when you have blood flow to a mass like that in the kidney, it's very rare that it's not cancer. And I'm thinking, hold on a second, you're gonna remove my kidney? I got stung by a bee, I have a staph infection, now I have cancer in my kidney? Well, what are we talking about? To this day, I'm still not 100% where I was prior to getting my kidney removed. And I wonder, the one thing I wonder, is this my new normal? But only for a split second, because after that, I'm like, hell no. This is not my normal. I will get my normal back, and I'll actually be better than I was before I started this thing.
Everybody knows Mark as the untouchable Superman guy that it just didn't feel real. It was obviously devastating, but also just so shocking. I kept the faith that he would make it through this and be better after because of my faith in God. I just knew that he was gonna be okay. He's always been able to find a goal, work towards the goal and achieve it. Always, doesn't matter what it is. So everything he sets his mind on doing, he achieves always.
So it's my pleasure to introduce you guys to Cheryl. Cheryl, like me, is continuing to just battle cancer. And I think the cool part about this entire piece is just learning how to conquer and live with something like this, but also continue to find hope and bring awareness.
We were just talking about all my muscles being so atrophied, and he said, "You'll get it back." And I believe that. I believe in him, because I see him, and he fights every day, and he has a gym, and he teaches people how to be strong. And that gives me confidence.
My family, my kids, Brooklyn and Wyatt, my wife, Jara, they've been an amazing support to me. My dad, my mom, my sisters, my brother, my family has been a rock.
What we needed to do as kids is just be there for him. He's always been there for us as a dad, so it was kind of, our turn to step up and be there for him through whatever he needed and go be, right by him bedside for however many hours or days, months, whatever it took.
I knew that he had, too much to to fight for, and he has a ton of strength. And so I knew that he would make it out regardless of that outcome. I would just like my dad to know that I love him and I'm proud of him.
I sit here in remission for now, and I do have a full heart. And I hope through this peace that gives anybody out there battling anything, whether it's cancer or some other disease or some type of issue or problem, that you don't lose hope. Your passion for life has to continue. Your hope has to continue. Your fighter spirit, don't lose it. It's in there. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't there. Your fighter spirit is in there. Tap into it, find it.